Rappers and music producers, it's Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com, and I can't believe I'm making another damn video about spam. But yet here we are. Let's talk about it. Rappers and music producers, it's 2018 right now. I don't know when you're watching this in the future, but it is 2018 right now, and I cannot believe that we are still having conversations about why you should not spam. There are people out here who believe that if they friendly spam, something that's new to me, I didn't know that that actually existed. They think if they change the wording a bit and it's still spam, they still feel like, hey, I have an opportunity to somehow be the first person that was ultra successful from spamming. You can give me 1,000,001 examples. I would love to see you try to give me 1,000,001 examples of people who have become ultra successful by spamming. I think that the biggest problem is that people look at spamming and they immediately equate that to promoting. They equate that to, that is me promoting my business. That is me getting my name out there. That is me working really hard. Yes, you're exerting a lot of energy, but the whole message is that you're putting it in the wrong place. I made a tweet at the beginning of this month about spam. The actual quote was this: if you want people to never listen to your music, spam them online. If you want people to never listen to you at all, spam them via text. Now, I made that tweet when somebody sent me a text message at 6 a.m. in the damn morning to check out their new music video. It was a canned message that I could tell they've been copying and pasting probably for the entire morning, but they sent me that message and I was just annoyed. I was like, fam, first of all, it's 6 a.m. Not only did you just wake me up with this, you woke my son up with this, and I don't want to see your music video. I can wait. I can wait. There's more hours that I can wait. We can all wait, actually. You can actually wait a few hours before people start waking up, and then you can start sending your stuff out when people are actually going to check it out. Either way, I got irritated. I made that post. That's how I felt. Many folks definitely, they echoed the same sentiment. Spam is annoying. Most of us know spam to be annoying. And for those that don't know what spam is, let's first be fair and define what spam is. Now, spam in the Oxford Dictionary is irrelevant or inappropriate messages sent on the internet to a large number of recipients. Unwanted or intrusive advertising on the internet. That is the problem with spam and why websites have been working their asses off as they develop to get rid of spammers off of their particular websites. Yes, spam is just not just the bad thing to do. Spam is actually bad for your business and the upward mobility of your business. First of all, you can't expect to build a sustainable business by trying to spam people instead of building a loyal following, instead of building with people and building their trust. You can't expect to build a sustainable business by literally hitting everybody with a check my music out type of post. You can't think people are just gonna start buying beats from you because they were like, yo, you were the guy that always spams Drake's account. Man, I had to check your beats out eventually and I checked them out and they're fire. What percentage of the population do you think even care enough to see your message, go check your stuff out, and actually go to your website? You are creating a lot of obstacles for this person to come to you. And first of all, they're not even your audience. That is Drake's audience. Somebody who's a viewer of my content, and I'm gonna leave him nameless because I don't want to embarrass this person. I think that they mean well, but I think that there's a little bit misguided about the way that they're going about things. He says, I started spamming famous Instagram accounts with the humble request to check out my beats. This is a response to me. Starting about 10 days ago, and I've already gotten 2K new follows and exactly 91 inquiries in my DM. It's all about how you respond to the feedback you get in order to solidify a fan base. This person is convinced that spamming is not only okay, but if you make your spamming just a little bit humble, if you make your spamming a little bit more friendly, that it's not spam anymore, or at least that is going to produce different results. When you're out there spamming and using the same canned response to try to get a reaction to what you're doing or trying to promote yourself, you're going to attract a certain demographic. There's a few different problems with this, but the first thing I think you should pay attention to is you're gonna get a certain demographic that reacts to canned messages. And let me tell you, this demographic is not always one that you want to have in your emails. This person talks about 91 inquiries. These 91 inquiries who are coming from the same audience that I'm speaking about that are not always the sharpest tool in the shed. They're not always the most friendliest of customers. The 91 inquiries you got from this person. My first response to this particular tweet was that, are they 91 inquiries? Are they 91 sales? He talks about 2,000 followers. That's great. How many of those are spam bots? How many of those followers are actually being closed on and becoming your actual customers? You met these people on the terms of you spamming celebrity accounts in an intrusive way. That is not your account. That is not your fan base. That is not something that you built up. Somebody else built that up. Somebody else created that particular audience, and it wasn't for you. No matter how humble you think you are or how friendly you think you are, that is not your audience. You are now being intrusive. Now, we all know that there's politics that come with being a celebrity, and people understand that spam is just part of it. However, when that celebrity woke up today and decided, I'm going to take a picture of my mountain view from my house and inspire people to get out there and start working out, the last thing they wanted you to do was put why yo future type beat is the most fire thing on the internet. That celebrity doesn't care. Second of all, their fan base, primarily who are probably fans of their music and not other rappers, that fan base is not there for you. It's almost like going to a rapper's show, going to where the people wait in line and stopping them and saying, hey, here's my mixtape. Listen to this. It's fire. If you like this guy, you'll like this. Now, some people are convinced that this is foot to the pavement grinding. No, this is not guerrilla marketing. No, this is not anything that you have convinced yourself because it's hip hop. That is not productive marketing. That is not the tools of a sustainable business. The tools of a sustainable business is building actual loyal fan bases that come to you. Now, do you have to expose your stuff? Do you have to expose your information, your music, your beats to an audience? Absolutely. But you got to expose it to people who are willingly engaged in what you are presenting. Through advertisement, doing collaborations. By putting yourself out there, you are going to attract people who want to come to you, not people that you had to go trick because you jumped into somebody else's audience and you tried to basically segment their audience and create an audience out of that one. First of all, that is not a collaboration. Second of all, that is not a natural way to bring people in. Here's a very important thing that I think producers and rappers got to understand about spamming. Every year that passes, it becomes just a little bit more and more of a hassle for your business. Why do I say it becomes more of a hassle? Because in the early 2000s, spammers and just spamming in general killed a lot of websites. It killed a lot of online businesses because if it's a social media or a website's job to make sure that they have a satisfying experience for their audience, but they're irritated by these people who are putting these unwanted inquiries and these unwanted links all over the place, that is a killer for that particular website because people will leave. So what have websites done, especially like YouTube? You guys ever wonder why you don't see a whole lot of spam on my YouTube account? Well, YouTube has a filter that allows me to take certain terms or certain phrases or certain words, and I can automatically block them out from ever being commented on my page. YouTube's not the only one. The beautiful thing about it is spammers, you're not the most creative people in the world. You want people to respect your creativity within your music, yet you use the same canned responses over and over and over again, no matter the demographic. Let's say we get inside of your shoes for a second. Here's your game plan. Your game plan is I'm going to go to Drake's account and I'm going to put the same message that I have carefully constructed. I feel like it's friendly enough. I feel like it's engaging enough. I feel like it doesn't come off as spammy. And then I'm going to take that same thing, even though this person has a different demographic, I'm going to go all the way over here to Demi Lovato's page and put the same exact message there, even though there's two different demographics entirely. That's a bad game plan. That is not a game plan that's going to give you any kind of sustainable results. These websites don't want you spamming ass all over the websites. These websites want you gone.
Back off, spam!
That's why Facebook makes it even more difficult for you to promote yourself as a rapper and a producer on their platform. You putting dry links, you putting links to your Spotify, you putting links to your SoundCloud, you putting links to anything that is not Facebook related or Facebook native, I should say. They are booting you off of the news feed. That's why you're only getting 2 likes when you're sharing your SoundCloud link on Facebook, but on Twitter you may get a little bit more because that is a different audience and they're probably more engaged with you sharing that kind of content. These spam filters are more accurate than they've ever been and they're only going to get better. So instead of spamming, what I suggest that you do, find a platform that you enjoy. Instead of spending hours and hours like I once did, because you know what? I am a reformed spammer from the early 2000s on MySpace. On MySpace, I used to fill out that CAPTCHA and have one of them Autobots that leave comments on every page. You know what I found out? It didn't do too much for my numbers, especially when it came to views on videos. It didn't do too much. And at the same time, these weren't people who were diehard and they were like rah-rah for the Curtis King brand. No, these are people who were like, that's kind of cool. But if those people are so easily distracted from the person they went to engage with enough to engage with your content, how in tune do you think they're going to be with you and they've never met you or you've never had any kind of emotional connection with them? These are the people that you're attracting. So instead of spamming, find yourself a platform and just beat it over the head with consistent quality content. Start solving problems. The quicker you get to solving problems, the quicker you become a problem solver, the quicker you will get to your success. There's no two ways about it. I hope today's message inspires you to stop all that damn spamming. There's so much more that you could be doing. Go back through my channel for old references if you need them. Once again, this is Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com. Stop spamming. Peace. Please subscribe to the channel below, Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com.